All right, we're on number 15 on the exam 3 review. So we're given a data set of eye color of 20 students in a statistics class. First, we're going to make a frequency table. Then we're going to do a pictograph and a bar graph. Okay, so we've got some different colors. Let's start with green. And I want to go through and find all the green. I'm going to use a green highlighter. Okay, so there's one. And there's one, and I don't see any more, so I'm going to say that there's 2 green. All right, next we have brown. Don't think I have a brown highlighter. I'll just go ahead and use, that'll work. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and then finally we have blue. Alright, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so if I want to check that, I can add the 2, the 6, and the 12 together, and it should add back up to be my 20 students. Alright, so now we want to take the different colors, and we are going to use a smiley face to indicate 2 students. So since only 2 students have green eyes, I'm going to draw 1 smiley face, and that indicates 2. Now for brown, I have 6 students, so each smiley face is 2, so there's 2, 4, 6. And then for blue, to get 12 students, I'm going to need 6 circles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They don't have to be perfect. And that would indicate 12. And if you need to, if you have an odd number, you can do half of a circle. You can just cut a smiley face in half. So you can do something like this, right, if you had an odd number, and that would be considered 1 student. All right, now we have our bar graph. So here I'm going to do my frequency or my numbers, and it looks like it only goes up to 10. And I have 2 blue eyes, so I'm just going to scale this by 2s. I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. All right, and so I'm going to start with green. So I'm going to do green, and then brown, and then blue. Now remember, when our categories are not numerical, in this case they're color, I do want to separate my bars. So the first bar for green just needs to go up to 2. And then whatever width I decide to make the bar, I want to try to keep the same width for the others. So now for brown, I need it to go up to 6. So sometimes I take a ruler and kind of come across. That's not my best work ever. That's not very straight. Let me try that again. Let's see if I can go straight this time. That looks much better. All right, so I'm going to go back to my brown. I'm going to go right about up to here. And I'm trying to keep it about the same width as the green one. Now the blue was all the way up to 12. So that would be about up to here. And again, I'm trying to keep approximately the same width. I'm not going to get a ruler out and measure it or anything, but I do want you to try to make those roughly the same width. I'm going to see if I can get rid of my dotted lines without erasing everything else. Yeah, pretty good. All right. And then number 16 is a separate question, but it's a circle graph. So we have a cereal manufacturer wants to introduce their new cereal bar. Okay, so they asked 900 people to sample the breakfast bar, and these are the ratings that we got. Okay, so let's take a look at how we could do a circle graph. So what I really need is I need the percentage. So for excellent, we had 180 out of 900 people. So I'm going to stick that in my calculator real quick. 180 divided by 900. Uh-oh, I have a cap. All right, that comes out 0.2, which is 20%. For good, I have 450 out of 900. Okay, so if I get that decimal, that comes out exactly half, so 0.5 or 50%. And then finally we have fair. 270 out of 900 ranked it fair. And that comes out 0.3 or 30%. Now we should get all of these added up to 100%, so that's kind of a check. So on my circle graph, I'm going to kind of eyeball the middle. Now we know that 50% would be exactly half, so I'm going to start with the 50%. Okay, so I'm going to draw my line that looks about half. So I'm going to put the good over here, and that was 50%. All right, so I like to do the bigger piece first. So now I have a 30 and a 20. So if I were to go straight across like this, that would be 25 and 25. So what I want to do is I want to make one of them a little bigger. Let me do this right. Okay. Maybe about like that. And then the bigger piece will be 30%. And the smaller will be 20%. So the 30% would be fair. And the 20% would be excellent. So I'm not looking for total perfection on these, but the biggest piece of the pie should have the biggest percentage. And you can do the half and the 25% pretty well.